this sumbitch on? Yeah, it's running. Hey there, tubular people. Old howling mad mud duck back at you again. Been sitting back watching this thing on this Judge Roy Moore cat. And I got a few things I want to say on that. First of all, the dude's only being accused, okay? He ain't been convicted yet. So everybody that's busy screaming that he did this, he did that, he did this, he ain't been convicted. So shut the fuck up. Wait till the motherfucker gets convicted. Little thing we got in this country called due process. Okay? I mean, if you wanted to be like this with everybody that was accused of something, it's really a slippery fucking slope. Because you're the man's just been accused. Accusations, okay? It's not proof that he did anything. It was like if I come up and in public come up to you and said, "Hey, are you still beating your wife?" Well, what do you say at that point? You can't say, "Well, I've never beat my wife. I haven't beat my wife." It's out there, okay? There's no proof that it happened, but the accusation's there. I mean, the timing of this shit is kind of shady to me. Because this sumbitch has been in public office for 40 goddamn years. You'd think in some of the controversies he's been in, this shit would have come up. I like the yearbook one. You know, who carries their goddamn yearbook with them from June to, because I'm pretty sure yearbooks come out around May, June. And I don't know anybody that's ever carried one till December to have people sign it for them. I mean, that must be really lonely and desperate.
Will you sign my yearbook?
Yeah. Okay, and another thing about this. Years ago in polite society, and I used to know a little something about polite society, having hang out with that crowd in quite a few years. Young ladies were groomed by their mothers for marriage. They married them off young, 16, 17 years old, to get rid of them. They usually found themselves a young up and comer to marry their daughter off to. That way, she was young enough that if it didn't work out, she could divorce dude, take him for everything he fucking had, and still be young enough to be put back out on the marriage market again. They used to call it matchmaking. I listened to a couple old aunties talking about it at one time. Yeah, I used to know about polite society, sitting down at the goddamn dinner table and know how to work all them goddamn tools all the way up to the plate and finger bowls and napkins and all that shit. Could probably still do it if I had to. Know the difference between a water glass and a wine glass, and a butter knife and a bread knife. Yeah, seafood fork and a dessert fork. That sort of shit. Polite society. The white glove country club, and the debutante, and all that sort of shit. But they used to put them out there young for marriage. So a 30-year-old busy hooking up with a 16, 17-year-old was not anything unusual back in the day. So get off that shit, people. I mean, you're awfully damn. I mean, you point your finger, you got like three more pointing back at you. So Okay. And just the timing of this shit. The goddamn attorney that showed up, that's an ambulance chaser if I ever saw one. That puts the shyst in the shyster, okay? It's just a little bit too goddamn convenient. Reminds me of this Billy Bush tape that come out right before Trump's election. Dealing with the same fucking people. And if you take a look at the people that are offended and don't want dude in office, the Republicans and the Democrats, well, fuck. He's got to be a good dude if the Republicans and the Democrats don't like him. Just saying. So, that's my take on the Roy Moore thing. Next motherfucker that tells me that I support baby rapers, I'm gonna rip their goddamn throat out and shit down their neck. Because I don't, it's just I don't see people like that. I don't see where an acquisition. I mean, it's got to be a conviction before I started getting excited. I mean, because you can accuse anybody of anything. If they're convicted, then you can be fucking judgmental. And who the fuck are you to judge, anyways? That's about it, I guess.